capital R, R1, R2, R3 and delta related to the equilateral triangle and right angle triangle. Because these triangles are somewhat different and special, so we need to discuss specially. Okay, the first one I need to discuss for equilateral. So basically what is meant by equilateral triangle? Okay, equilateral triangle is simply a triangle in which all the sides are equal and all the angles are also equal. Okay, just look, look here. So for suppose if I have a triangle, so equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. So you just consider the side length as A. Okay, since it is equilateral, you just name the triangle as ABC. And if you locate the angles, each angle is 60 degrees. But actually, I don't need that. Each angle is 60 degrees. All the sides are equal, and the side length of each side is A. So in that equilateral triangle, just as we discussed in the previous points, all the 4 points are coincident. So first of all, I suppose I will draw an altitude here. Okay, yeah, you just take it as altitude. Since it is equilateral, it should be like this. Yeah, just a minute, I will erase it and I will give you the good diagram. Equilateral means all the sides are equal, right? So like that we need to construct, sketch it. So for suppose it is the equilateral, all the sides are equal. Okay, if I draw altitude, this altitude itself acts like median again. Okay, see, altitude, median, everything same. If I look at centroid, that centroid itself acts like circumcenter and incenter also. Okay, so this is totally height actually. For this equilateral triangle, this total length is known as height of the equilateral triangle. And starting from this A to this G, if you look at, this is circumradius, and starting from this G to the side, which is nothing but simply in radius. Just look at the situation. This is A. If you say B, C and D, this AD length is the altitude and height, whereas this AG is the circumradius, this GD is the in radius. Okay, we know that, right? Because this centroid itself acts like circumcenter, so SA is the circumradius, and itself acts like incenter, so ID is the in radius. So first of all, we need to calculate H and then R and then small r. Like that we need to do. Okay, if you calculate, what will happen? See, this is A and A, right? This is A and this is A by 2. This is also A by 2 because altitude and median both are same. So for this triangle, if you apply Pythagoras theorem, this is A by 2 and this is H. So H square plus A by 2 square is equals to A square. Just think about it. This is H, this is A by 2 and this is A. So H square plus A by 2 square is equals to A square. From there, if you simplify, you will get that H is equals to A square minus A square by 4. Okay, directly I am writing. If you simplify, you will get it as root 3 by 2A. H is equals to root 3 by 2A on simplification. Since H is equals to root 3 by 2A, what you say about capital R and what you say about small r? Just look there. Then coming to capital R is the circumradius. Circumradius or AG here, okay? AG. And that AG is just simply nothing but 2/3 of H, because centroid divides in the ratio 2:1, and that is equals to 2 by 3 into H means what? Root 3 by 2A. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and on simplification you will get this answer as A by root 3. So circumradius is A by root 3. And after that circumradius, you need to locate in radius small r. Small r is simply what? This part. What it is? 1/3. GD actually, and that GD is 1/3 of the H. 1/3 of the H means 1 by 3 into root 3 by 2A. On simplification, you will get it as A by 2 root 3, because this is 3 and this is root 3. 1 root 3 will get cancelled. So small r is A by 2 root 3. Capital R is A by root 3. Height is root 3 by 2A. A is the side of the triangle. Is it clear? Just have a look. I will erase it and I will list everything once again. Okay? Okay? Right. You just have a screenshot. I will erase and I will give you the list at once. So, for the equilateral triangle at the end, if side is equals to A, then height h is equals to root 3 by 2a, capital R circumradius is equals to a by root 3, small r in radius is equals to a by 2 root 3. Okay, and if you calculate the area delta, what is delta? Delta is half base into height. Just think about it. Delta is what? Half base into height. Half base is side length a, height is root 3 by 2a, multiply these two, base into height. Root 3 by 2a into a is root 3 by 2a square, and half if you multiply, area is root 3 by 4a square. Height, radius, and then delta. And then if you think about x radius r1, already we have a formula for x radius, right? What it is? See, one more thing, you just calculate S semi-perimeter for the equilateral triangle. Semi-perimeter is simply 3a by 2. Semi-perimeter is half of the perimeter. Since each side length is a plus a plus a, 3a by 2 is semi-perimeter. And now if you calculate R1, R1 is the rule that delta by S minus a. Okay, delta is how much? Root 3 by 4a square, already we have there. And S minus a how much? S is 3a by 2 minus a, and we need to simplify. So if you simplify, this is root 3 by 4a square divided by, and this 3a by 2 minus a means a by 2. We need to cancel. So 1a will get cancelled, and 2 2's, you left it as root 3 by 2a. Just think about it. And at the end again you get that R1 as equal to the height. Okay. So R1, R2, R3 all are equivalent, okay, because all the sides are equal. R1, R2, R3 are equal, and on simplification you get it as root 3 by 2a. Just memorize everything, okay. If the side of the equilateral triangle is a, height root 3 by 2a, circumradius a by root 3, in radius a by 2 root 3, area root 3 by 4a square, semi-perimeter 3a by 2, R1, R2, R3 are root 3 by 2a. So for an equilateral triangle, if any one of all these things is given, then you will get a first and then you will get all the remaining. One is enough to find all the remaining. Okay, that's the beauty related to the equilateral triangle. And the next bit we need to discuss about right angle triangle. Just have a screenshot. I will discuss about right angle triangle. Okay. Yeah, I am erasing this and I will go for the right angle triangle. Right. So then coming to the right angle triangle. I think you are all familiar with the concept related to the right angle triangle. The very best one and the first one is Pythagorean result, right angle triangle. So if you have a right angle triangle, and if this is the right angle triangle, you just take one side as small a and the other side as small b and the third side as small c. So small a, small b, small c. This is the right angle triangle. And first thing, if you use Pythagorean result, c square is equals to a square plus b square. Okay. Next thing, what you say about the perimeter, semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is simply what? A plus b plus c by 2. That's okay. And the next thing is area, delta. See, area delta is equals to half AB is the area. This B acts like height and this A acts like base. So, area of the right angle triangle is half AB. These three things are very clear. And then one by one we need to calculate. And as I mentioned you in the previous point, circumcenter is just the midpoint of the hypotenuse. Since circumcenter is the midpoint of the hypotenuse, so this total length is C, so half of its length is C by 2. So R is just simply nothing but half of the hypotenuse in a right angle triangle, and since hypotenuse is C, that circumradius is C by 2. Okay, if you have A and B, you will calculate C, and then also there is a chance to calculate circumradius. So capital R is okay. Then what you say about small r in radius? So what is the formula for the in radius? Delta by S. Is it right? Yeah, delta by S. Delta is what? You just look there. Delta is half AB. Okay. And S is A plus B plus C by 2. Okay. And then you just cancel out that 2. Then what is the small r in radius? AB by A plus B plus C. Just look there. Yeah, R is equals to AB by A plus B plus C. Now I need to simplify something here. Okay. For that simplification, what I will do is, yeah, just look there. This is equals to AB by A plus B plus C, right? Just I multiply the numerator and denominator with A plus B minus C. If I multiply the numerator and denominator with A plus B minus C, the numerator part is AB times of A plus B minus C, and the denominator part is A plus B plus C into A plus B minus C. It becomes just like A plus B whole square minus C square. It is enough actually, but I am moving for some more simplification. AB times of A plus B minus C by A plus B whole square minus C square. You just now think about it. C square is what? A square plus B square. If you replace this A square plus B square here in C square, the denominator will become 2AB. That's what you need to identify. So this is equals to AB times of A plus B minus C by 2AB. How the denominator is 2AB? Since C square is equals to A square plus B square, rewrite here, on simplification you have 2AB. So cancel this AB and AB, you will get that A plus B minus C by 2. So it is easy to memorize at the end. At the end the rule is A plus B minus C by 2. Now it is somewhat easy to memorize. So how can we memorize? See, since we are calculating the in radius is small a plus small b minus C by 2. If you have the three sides of the right angle triangle, then no need to go with any other formula. If you are thinking about circumradius, it is directly half of the hypotenuse C by 2. If you are thinking about the in radius, it is simply A plus B minus C by 2. How it is A plus B minus C by 2? Just I mentioned you the discussion. But at the end, while to solve the problems, you just memorize the rule. Okay. So for the right angle triangle, this is Pythagorean result. This is semi-perimeter, this is area, and this R is equals to C by 2 is the circumradius. At the end, in radius small r is equals to A plus B minus C by 2. Now with the same analysis, you may calculate R1 and R2, R3 also. Just think about it at once. Just once look at the board, okay? As we find that in radius small r, similarly you can calculate x radius R1, R2, R3. R1 is delta by S minus A. Delta of AB, S minus A is, this S minus A is B plus C minus A by 2. Again we need to simplify. Now just to use this minus C square in this step, I am just multiplying with B minus A minus C, B minus A minus C. So on simplification, as in the above case, you will get that A plus C minus B by 2. Just think about it. Since you need R1, 1 relates to A. So A has plus sign, B has minus sign. A plus C minus B by 2. And similarly R2 is simply B plus C minus A by 2 you will get if you go with the same procedure. And if you calculate R3, R3 is the x radius which is opposite to the third vertex C. So opposite to this C, if you have a circle here, and that is R3 there, okay? And that R3 if you calculate, you will get it as A plus B plus C by 2, right? So you just similarly find that R1, R2, R3. Memorize everything, okay? Just once analyze it. So analyze and memorize all these rules, and they are very helpful in solving different problems, okay?